The numbers on the core Google business were slightly below what the street consensus was heading into the quarter, but it wasn't a dramatic miss. And I think given all the fears of macroeconomic slowdown out there, I think it wasn't as bad as the stock was indicating. So there's a little bit of a relief rally in the stock after hours.
What about the advertising issues, though? Cost per click continuing to fall down 16% now. Is that serious?
It's definitely a metric that investors are looking at. It basically signals that there's a challenge as searches migrate from the desktop to mobile devices, which I think everybody pretty much believes is a very powerful trend, and that probably most searches will end up on mobile devices at some point in the future. So Google needs to find a way to get those mobile cost per click higher in order to sort of not lose revenue as that migration occurs.
Let's take a look at the bigger picture now. Larry Page has been CEO now for well over a year. Google was often criticized for trying to do too much. He's tried to streamline that. What's your assessment of how Larry is doing so far and whether he can really take Google to another level and truly diversify this company outside of search?
Well, I think Larry Page is doing a good job so far. You have to give him credit. The macroeconomic environment and the macro advertising environment is not particularly healthy. It's not contracting, but it's definitely challenged. And this company is growing its advertising revenue 25% year over year organically. So they're weathering the storm better than probably almost all other advertising-driven companies. And they stay focused, I think, on the core search business, but are pushing more and more into mobile, which is the right track and the right strategy. And so I think for the most part, the focus is correct and the strategy is sound.